Detective on Don Lewis's Tiger King case finds Carol Baskin's refusal frustrating. Investigators explain what the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office has been doing to find the missing millionaire. The lead detective on the infamous 1997 disappearance of Tampa millionaire Don Lewis said that he still believes the case can be solved, but feels that way about every case. You ask a homicide investigator, can you solve a case? And they say no, you should take his badge away. Corporal Moises Garcia... Moises? Moida Garcia said Thursday, we continue to push hard on this case. We still have some avenues. Not a week goes by that we don't have our hands in the case. 20 months after the Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Cronister. Cronister? How the fuck? Pledged to renew the investigation, detectives were unable to provide much new information to a mystery, again making headlines with the release of Tiger King 2. Holy shit, Tiger King 2 is out? Fuck! I had plans for tonight, mother. Hold on. What the fuck is there to cover? He's in jail. He's got cancer now. Damn, it premiered like 3 days ago. Well, I'll watch it. 20 months after Hillsborough Sheriff, yada yada yada, pleasure. Detectives were unable to provide much new information, and a mystery again making headlines with this week's review. At a news conference over Zoom, Garcia explained what the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office had done since Netflix's wildly popular Tiger King documentary, The Household Name. That bitch Carol Baskins murdered him and fed him to tigers. Which, I didn't know about the whole Tiger King Carol Baskins saga, but as a true crime fan from Central Florida, I knew about the Don Lewis thing, so I was surprised to find out that was a footnote in a much larger clusterfuck. Since March of 2020, the Sheriff's Office has interviewed more than 50 people. Investigators have collected DNA swabs from Lewis's daughters. They have visited every known property Lewis owned in Hillsborough County, Garcia said, except for the wildlife sanctuary where he lived with his wife, that bitch Carol Baskin. Lewis owned dozens of properties in Hillsborough County and kept a bevy of exotic cats at his home in Citrus Park. He disappeared without a trace following just before a scheduled trip to Costa Rica. Baskin remarried and still operates the nonprofit Big Cat Rescue, all that featured prominently in Tiger King. Garcia describes being denied access to the Big Cat Rescue property as quote-unquote frustrating. He has also said that only 2 people have refused to be interviewed by detectives. Kenny Farr, who worked for Lewis before his disappearance, Baskin, who through her lawyer has declined to speak with the sheriff's investigators on occasion since Tiger King. Most missing persons' families, members, wives, and spouses, they cooperate with law enforcement. They want to know what happened to their loved one, and they cooperate whenever possible. Asked if Baskin is a suspect, Garcia said the only person who's not a suspect is himself. Everyone else is a possibility, he said, describing Baskin as a high-profile person of interest. Baskin told the Tampa Bay Times on Thursday that she's directed investigators to her attorney, adding, "I've put everything I know online via my diary post." Investigators followed up more than 200 tips to the sheriff's office received after Tiger King, adding that a large amount of those were virtually useless. He has also reviewed 400 of Baskin's diary entries. The Department of Homeland Security recently assisted Sheriff's Office through the Panama office by running down leads in Costa Rica. Garcia, University of South Florida anthropologist, created an age progression image for investigators. Nice title. Tiger King Zoom. Corporal Garcia, iPad. Asked to comment ahead of the news conference, Baskin replied via email with a still frame from Tiger King 2. Showed a supposed Homeland Security document that states that a special agent learned Lewis was alive in Costa Rica and reported missing. Times has not independently verified this document. Garcia declined to comment on the document or sequel or about Costa Rica in general, citing the ongoing investigation. But Joseph C. Dominic, a former sheriff's investigator who assisted Garcia on the case, told Times Wednesday anything in Tiger King suggesting Lewis alive in Costa Rica is quote-unquote all noise. After looking at all the available evidence, Dominic is absolutely certain Lewis never made it to Tampa. Dominic, who retired from the Rochester, New York Police Department as a homicide detective and later worked as an investigator for the attorney there, was one of 2 civilian investigators hired by the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office to help work with cold cases. He left the job several weeks ago for personal reasons. Definitely a better case than it was 18 months ago, Dominic said of Lewis. But certain elements are missing. Dominic declined to get specifics of what's lacking, but said it takes physical evidence and eyewitness testimony to build a case that can be prosecuted. Both Dominic and Garcia said they are fully aware of the internet's who have been posting theories. Nothing on the internet we aren't aware of and haven't already checked out. And maybe some of the internet sleuths have it right. They're pretty much the same stuff the police have. There's other stuff that out there that's just crazy, made up BS. Now, Dominic said it's going to take someone with first-hand knowledge of what happened. I strongly believe from what I know about these people out there, they need to come forward. Carol and Howard Baskin released a written statement in response to Tiger King 2 earlier today, calling it nothing more than a rehash of the first season with misleading additions. Editor's note. An undated Homeland Security document revealed in Tiger King 2 states there was no evidence of Don Lewis being involved in wildlife smuggling in Costa Rica and early the content of yeah, so that bitch Carol Baskins done murdered him. I think we can all agree on that. Smart move on her part. Never talk to the cops. You start out innocent. Talking to them can't make you more innocent. Bitch, her not talking makes her look even more suspicious.